Hey y'all, and welcome to the Mr. Maple Show. I'm Tim, smash that like button. Today, we're bringing you a top 5 with fellow tree nerd, Brock Evans. Brock, where are you from?
I'm from Dallas, Georgia. It's about 35 minutes west of Atlanta.
So you've got about a 3.5, 4 hour drive?
With no traffic this morning, it's about 3 hours and 15 minutes, so it wasn't too bad.
That's not too bad.
Nope.
Those 3 hour trips are not so bad. So he's got a killer top 5. I went through and sort of pre-heard some of these things, so I'm pretty excited.
Yeah.
Your top 5 spot, you got a tie. So what do you put in that top 5 spot?
Top 5 spot. I think I'm gonna go with Pink Ballerina.
Pink Ballerina. I know you were considering Japanese Princess, so we'll throw Japanese Princess in the honorable mention. So Pink Ballerina, you said?
Yep. Reason I like it is I have one planted off in the garden, and in the springtime, man, it's so neon pink, and it's like got black in it almost, and you can see it across the yard.
It's like a slower growing Hanamatoi. It's a selection by Karen Junker at Junker Nursery in the UK. Super slow growing. It is different from Hanamatoi, but that's the thing it's most similar to. But you're right, it has that black color.
Yeah, it has black, and it's got some of that coloration in the bark too, that at least on mine it does. So it's very pretty. It's a little burnt right now from the sun, and the heat that we've been having, but overall that tree is a sight from across the yard, so enjoy that one.
That's a pretty good one. I like it just because it's much slower growing than Hanamatoi, so it fits in small spaces, but it still gives you that flair.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it gives you that pink flair that just adds to the garden.
Yeah, and it does it. It really got that pink flair in an area that's not really that much sun. So, I mean, it does have sun, but it lit up that area that I wanted to light up, and it's looking good there. So.
All right. So what do you have at number 4?
Number 4 is Mikazuki. I really like that one.
Mikazuki. That was Talon's first tree who's reticulated after he did the Go series. What do you like about Mikazuki?
It's just like when it first leaves out, it's kind of like light colored, and then all of a sudden, like as soon as that sun hits it, it's like boom, it starts getting like super pink and like almost reddish color, and you can see all the veins in it and stuff like that, and it just goes on for days like that, and it gets more and more intense as it goes. It's just wild looking. I've got some awesome pictures of that.
It does. It gives you a good orange fall color too. The name means crescent moon. I mean, that tree just has this unique upright shape with a sort of semi-pendulous habit as it starts to develop into more of a mature tree. I mean, we recently did a walkthrough of Talon Buchholz's nursery.
Yeah.
And like he's got a gorgeous one sitting right beside the original Purple Ghost. Oh man. And it's like, man, you just look at the specimen and like perfect color because they're in Oregon and everything's perfect there, and you're just like, oh man.
Yeah, I had it before I had that one planted. I had it sitting up around a lot of my other bigger trees that I didn't have planted yet too, and it was kind of like sitting in the middle, and it just like looked like a beacon. Like it was just stood out in front of everything with all the different colors that I had right there, and that tree is a gorgeous tree.
Hey, that's a good number 4. So what do you got for number 3?
Mystic Makawa.
Mystic Makawa bringing the heat at number 3.
Yep.
You're getting a lot of flair in your top 5. Like, yeah. Mystic Makawa brings it. What do you like about Mystic Makawa?
I mean, it's one of those variants, but it's different in a sense too. It's just like right now, mine's got this like almost whitish color with like some brown and reddish tint to it, like bronzing and stuff. And then when it first leaves out, it's like pinkish red, and it's just crazy looking. And the way the leaves are shaped as well, like Japanese Princess has got them big leaves on it, and same with Makawa. But at least my Mystic has the tight cut leaves. Oh yeah, a little more tight, real slow growing. It's a little bit slower growing than some of the other Makawa types. I love that selection. It's a selection by our friend Crispin Silva at Crispin's Creations, and yeah, it is an amazing plant. I love Mystic Makawa. It brings the heat with some of those Makawa types. Yeah, it like definitely throws in a total difference from the other ones. Because I have the Mystic, the Makawa, Japanese Princess, and a Tattoo all right there, and it ain't big enough to really compete with those yet. But like just looking at the colors sitting there beside it, it's pretty crazy looking. Yeah, I can only imagine when it gets bigger. So
So we've done 5, 4, 3. We're down to number 2. What's your number 2 of your top 5?
Number 2, I think a lot of people already know this one, is Hot Blonde.
Yeah, guys, hot blonde. Who doesn't love a hot blonde? What is your thing you like most about hot blonde?
So I've seen it and I've enjoyed like looking at it and stuff like that, but I didn't have one till like last fall, so I really didn't get to like see it like I wanted to through the spring and before then. So like when it came this past spring, I had already planted them in the ground, and I planted one at my mom's too, and mine came up. It looked gorgeous, this and that, and mine hasn't really done its second growth yet.
Yeah,
but hers has, and hers doubled in size, like 2.5 to 3 foot in size of growth.
they're fast growers.
And yeah, and then it's got that green at the bottom, and it just kind of goes to yellow, and then it just turns into like pink. It's just crazy.
That coral pink on the new growth. I
Yeah.
mean, that's something we didn't even expect with hot blonde when we found it.
Mhm.
Like literally, it was a chance olive random seedling, and Matt's like, I think that one's a little more yellow than the others. We should watch it. And then we started watching different ones on the set, and there were the other yellow ones in the set, and eventually the best one became hot blonde. And I mean, it's heat tolerant, it's fast grower, the fall color is just out of this world. I mean, I would say it can compete with Osakazuki on fall color, but then it's yellow as well and can handle super hot heat, and it's a good grower.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we'll ever find a tree better than that, but that tree is pretty awesome.
Yeah, I was super shocked with how much it's grown for her, and like I was hearing from y'all's videos and stuff like that, just watching some even on the way down here or up here. Said that they really like that sun, that south sun, and
The more sunlight you give it, the faster it grows.
oh, it's took off. It's quite shocking, honestly.
Yeah.
So, but it's in a great spot for that, so it'll do good there.
So Brock, we've got down to your number 1. Numero uno.
Number 1,
So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What you got at number 1?
Lillian's Jewel.
Lillian's Jewel. That is a rock star in the garden. What do you like about it?
It's just it goes through so many different color changes, at least for me. Leaves out that neon pink, reddish kind of color where that purple ends up coming in and stuff like that, and then it ends up going into that greenish white and like cream colored variegation towards the summer, and then of course like in the fall, like it's just constantly changing, and you can see it across the yard as well. So
Yeah, I mean, it is a tree that just keeps bringing it. It's one of the most stable red on pink variegated types we do. Selection by Del Laux. Well, actually, it's a selection by Jonathan Savlich, named after his daughter, Lillian. In Europe, they call it the wrong thing. They call it extravaganza. Some people call it wrong in the United States, Little Annie's Jewel. The correct name is Lillian's Jewel. And it just keeps putting on some amazing variegation out there.
yeah,
And that pink on red is just jaw-dropping. I mean,
it is.
Matt and I first saw this at Del Laux Nursery in 2009. And we're visiting the nursery and we're like, this is amazing. And we basically buddied up to him to be the first ones to get it. And shortly after we got it, he ended up selling his nursery. And then shortly after that, he ended up passing away. So, I mean, there weren't a lot of them that got out other than me and Matt then starting to put it on eBay and get it going out there that way. And it is a rock star. I mean, I love that plant.
Yeah, I got that one's special to me too, because like I'd been eyeballing that tree for a while down at a friend's, and she had it there, and it'd been sitting there for a while. And I took my mom over there, and we visited for a while. And I told her I'd been wanting that tree for a while, I just hadn't got it. And she's like, we went to go leave, and she ended up buying it for me. So it was like extra special.
Oh, that's
Mom
awesome.
bought it, and I planted it, and it's been doing good, and I get to look at it all the time. And
I mean, that's what plants are about. A lot of times they're about memories and things you can remember about them. I mean, whenever you plant a plant that has that extra memory about it, oh, this is something my mom got for me. Like it means something extra to that tree.
It does. It does, for sure. I've got a couple like that, and I enjoy all those as well. So, but I do have Lillian's Jewel paired beside Hot Blonde. So,
hey, that's a great combination. Your number 2 and your number 1 side by side.
Yep.
pairing it with the yellow for the extra contrast. I like it, I dig it.
Yep.
So guys, what do you think of his top 5? It's a pretty killer one. It's got a lot of flair. I'm a big fan of his top 5. It's definitely got some of my top trees in there. Put that in the comment section, what you think about his top 5. And y'all, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel. We also do a weekly podcast. You subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. And remember to shop on MrMaple.com. Take care, God bless.
And have a great day.